guys, Bleenders here, and yesterday and earlier today was the 5th race in the NASCAR playoffs at Talladega Superspeedway. So in yesterday and earlier today's race, Chase Elliott started on the pole with his teammate Alex Bowman starting alongside him in second for the running of the 1000bulbs.com 500. And after Chase Elliott started on the pole, he would go on to lead until a few laps later when Kyle Busch would take the race lead away. Then a little while later in this stage, after multiple lead changes, Ryan Blaney, who was the race leader, spun into the grass coming onto pit road for green flag pit stops and was able to avoid bringing out the caution by keeping his car going and not coming to a complete stop. Then a little while later in this stage, the caution came out for Spencer Boyd, who stopped on the racetrack. Then coming towards the end of the stage, Paul Menard ended up suffering neck issues throughout the stage and needed to be replaced by NASCAR Gander Outdoors Truck Series driver Matt Crafton, who ended up replacing him for the rest of the race. But at the end of the stage, William Byron would go on to win stage 1, and at the end of the stage it started raining, so they ended up needing to postpone the race until earlier today. Then earlier today for stage 2, William Byron continued to lead until later in the stage when Joey Logano was able to take the race lead away from William Byron. Then coming towards the end of the stage, there ended up being the first big crash of the race on the backstretch as Kurt Busch went to give a big push to Alex Bowman to get up towards the front, but Bowman ended up getting sideways and spun up into the field and ended up bringing out the caution with 4 laps to go in the stage. But the stage ended up ending under caution, and since Clint Bowyer was able to pass Logano for the lead before the caution came out, he would go on to win stage 2. So then in the third and final stage, after the pit stop between stages, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. restarted as the leader. Then a few laps into the stage, the caution came out for Blake Jones, who got put into the wall by Bubba Wallace and spun out. Then a little while later, the caution came out again for Martin Truex Jr., who blew a left front tire on the backstretch and left debris on the track. Then a little while later, the caution came out once again for Clint Bowyer, who blew his right side tires and spun on the apron. Then a little while later, the caution came out yet again as Kurt Busch got into William Byron, who got into Joey Logano and collected multiple cars on the backstretch. Then a little while later, the caution came out for Daniel Suarez, who spun by himself in turn number 4. Then coming towards the end of the stage, the red flag came out as Kurt Busch gave a push to his brother Kyle towards the end of the backstretch, and Kyle spun collecting almost the entire field. Then with 2 laps to go in this stage, Ryan Blaney was able to pass Ryan Newman for the race lead and beat him in a photo finish to the line to go on to get the win at Talladega. So congrats to Ryan Blaney on winning the 5th race in the NASCAR playoffs at Talladega Superspeedway and locking himself in the next round of the playoffs. Also, be sure to watch the 6th race in the NASCAR playoffs at Kansas Speedway next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video or later.